I think we should edit this part in.
I think we should. This should be like the little thing.
Are we on?
Teaser before Manny.
Are we on?
It's like.
Yes, we're recording.
Oh,
Hello.
hi, everybody.
No, wait. Let's do the intro. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to our interview series with our wonderful guest stars for What's Your Problem? This week, we are talking to the star of our next episode, Edgar Zanabria. Welcome to our little virtual couch interview thing on Zoom.
I'm so pumped to be here, and thank you for pronouncing my name right.
Well, thank you for
you're on your game.
Thank you for telling me how to pronounce it.
Right.
I didn't tell you how. You got it.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks so much, and God, we are so excited to share your episode with the world, and you are fantastic in it.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for having me on the show. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, totally.
Great.
Your episode was a lot of fun, I have to say.
Yeah. It got a little hot in there.
It did indeed.
Little tension, what's happening?
Well, speaking of hot rooms, if you, when you're out on a date, I'm sure you've had great dates, but tell us about your worst date ever, if you have a worst date.
Let's get right to it. All right. Let's see, worst date. The thing that comes up, or the experience that comes up, is actually something that actually happened fairly recently. With the times, with everything that's going on, I actually never got on any dating apps, but I actually got on one, but for the social aspect, because we're all distancing, quarantining and everything. I just wanted to socialize, just see what's this stuff about. So anyway, got into, a conversation with someone, and, you're looking at the pictures, and that's all you really have to go on. And, it's one of those experiences where you don't really get what you thought you were going to get.
Oh no.
So yeah, it was great conversation. I was like, wow, this is great. I love the conversation. It just flows. And I love that stuff, the connection. And then, we met up, and I got there first, and I'm just sitting there waiting. And then, it's that moment where you're sure that something's just not right. And, I'm not trying to be mean. It's just when I saw her, she did not look like what she looked like, and I was initially I was upset. And I was like, this is, wow. First time I finally get to go out, and first time I actually meet somebody on this, my first experience. And it's just it's not what I thought it was going to be, but we actually hung out. We actually had a decent time, but that first initial moment was the worst part, because I thought,
oh man, I'm
tricked. I got doofed into this,
Yeah. Why do people do that? I don't understand that.
They post older pictures, or that's just, this is 10 years later, and it's you don't know. They should put little blueprint, little prints at the bottom that shows you the date or whatever. But that was an experience that was just kind of it kind of sucked at the beginning, but just had to make it what it is. You have to make the most of it, and that was the beauty of it.
Well, you're a good guy for seeing it through. Some people,
like I always say, I try. All right, I try, and if put in the effort, that's all anyone can ask of you.
Oh, yay.
Hearts.
In your episode, your character struggles with anxiety and fear, really.
Yes, Edgar does.
As Edgar does. What are you afraid of?
Characters the same name as the actors' names.
I know that. There's what I'm trying to do.
Let you guys know that.
Yeah.
So what is Edgar afraid of?
What am I afraid of? This is actually a question that stumped me, because I train myself to just embrace fear, whatever it is, But I guess something that might get my heart pumping is for some reason, karaoke.
I love that answer.
It's scary, but it's it's almost like stage, performing on the stage. I don't have experience performing on stage or being in front of a crowd of people. I mean, yeah, we're actors and all that, but I don't know. For me, it's just like getting up in front of people and being vulnerable. It's you have to get up there and then let it kind of feel it and just embrace it. And then after a little bit, and then it goes away, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know,
So it's like
alcohol helps.
karaoke and jumping out of an airplane. It's fun as much as I want to do that. It's scary stuff, but
Oh man,
that's my feeling, you know?
see, I love karaoke. That is one of my guilty pleasures, or it was before everything shut down. You
I
know.
think I'd love karaoke after my first song.
Yeah.
Once you get it out of the way, you know, it's like, okay, all right, bring on the next song. Let's do this, you know?
All right, Edgar. I'm going to take you to karaoke when things open up again, and we're going to ply you with alcohol, and you're going to be fantastic.
How did you know? How did you know that's what you got to do?
Now,
Who told you that? Where do you get your intel? I mean, my goodness.
now Jeff's karaoke is a little different because I think that what you and I are connecting over is the karaoke where people are actually paying attention to you and singing, not singing, but they're like listening to you.
Yeah.
But Jeff has found this brilliant place where they have a live band and a mosh pit.
I know where this is. Where is this?
But
Is this
everyone's
Highland?
with
Dark
you.
Horse Tavern in Virginia.
Highlands? Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
I've been there.
Because they're singing with you. It's not scary like the other karaoke's where they're not singing with you.
Right, right. Yeah. I've been there. That's actually that's a hopping place. It's been a while. It might be a while before I go back there, but it is a nice place. That's a very nice place. I do like that place.
Yeah. And they should sponsor the show because of this plug.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. Great.
Well, you know what? Fears aside, I mean, some things are scary, but some things are challenging for different reasons. Could you maybe tell us the most difficult challenge that you've ever faced and overcome? Or
Yes.
a difficult challenge?
Yes, I can. And this is actually pretty ironic considering where I'm at right now. But when I was younger, I actually grew up like a chubby kid. And I was teased a lot and I had a lot of insecurities and I actually even got very like antisocial or just I cringed, you know, I hated attention and I was just very shy. I very reserved and everything.
Hmm.
So here I am.
Wow.
And now you're an actor.
It's just I know, you know, it's just the life that you live and then, you know, you grow and hopefully you understand the things that you're going through and you kind of roll with the punches. You know, I hate cliches, but they're real and they're true. But, you know, you kind of roll with it and you kind of embrace the things that happen to you as a part of you. And the reason why you are where you are is because those things happen. So it's like you have to take something from that to be able to grow. And I'm telling you, my first class for acting, my first acting class was just like I went to just audit it, just to check it out. And it was the scariest day of my life. But after that, I had such a rush and it was like I was hooked. Because there's an energy that you get. I mean, as stage actors, the audience gives you energy. And then, you know, just being in front of people, just doing anything, performing, creating, you know, anything. You get the energy out of it. And I was hooked. I was like, wow.
That's awesome.
Not only did I overcome it, but it's like you get something so great out of it, you know?
Yeah, you do. And you get to give the gift of entertainment to other people.
You hope so. You can only hope
so.
You can only hope they like you, you know?
Right, exactly.
So many of us.
They are going to like you if you're in this episode.
You gotta have you have to, you know, pat yourself on the back when you can. You have to take your victories, as small as they might be. You have to just be optimistic, you know, because you never know.
Yeah. Absolutely. I love that though. I love that acting is what actually helped you come out of your shell. That's wonderful.
Acting, there's a beauty to acting, you know. You really have to learn a lot about yourself and the, you know, psychology and the mind and how it works and how to evoke an emotion and how to give out, and you know, it's all that fantastic stuff, you know.
It's fun. It's fun. But you know, our show deals with therapy and relationships and, you know, navigating challenges in relationships. What do you look for in a relationship? Or let me ask you it this way. Do you have a dream romantic interest? Who would that be?
An actual person?
an actual
Are we
person?
talking
or
about an actual person? Oh no, I didn't
Celebrity.
ask it like that.
we're not talking about your internet surfing habits. We're talking about your
Well,
actual
Thanks,
real
man.
life.
I meant to do a celebrity, but whatever you want,
Could have
Edgar.
done another- well, that's for the next episode. That's for
That's
the
right. That's right.
honestly, I'm single. I'm it's
Hear
hard.
that,
It's hard.
ladies?
It's hard. What? Oh,
Did hear that, ladies?
it's hard. It's hard to just in this day and age. And I had this conversation. I've had so many conversations about this, about like, social media, and there is an importance to it, but the side effect to it is just the disconnect that happens when people are just so into all their platforms, you know. And for me, I have found I have been personally affected by that in relationships and friendships, where it's like I have to ask people, can you please get off your phone? Can do we know how to moderate when to be on your phone, when to not be on your phone? But anyway, getting to the point, it's anyone that I can just connect with. Anyone that I can feel like if I'm talking to them, they're actually making eye contact, they're not looking down on their phone or anything else for that matter. It's really hard to find that, and to really feel like you're actually receiving like genuine conversation or genuine feedback. That is like the rarest thing now that I'm finding nowadays.
Yeah.
It's just so rare to find somebody. So for me, the perfect or a great relationship or something that I'd love to have with someone is just that. It's just being able to communicate, because I feel like communication for so many people is just lost. It's like a lost form. We've been desensitized by technology and stuff like that. As great as it might be, we're grossly disconnected. And just having a simple conversation with somebody, it's so hard to do. I mean, dating apps, just like the example I told you, it's like, what is real, what is not? So being able to feel something genuine is all I'm looking for. That's all I love. That's what life's about. So
I'm sure you'll find it. I'm sure you'll find it. You're a very talented person.
you're too kind. Stop it.
And it's not right. Everybody's looking for that connection. I think, I mean, it's a comedy web show, right?
Yeah.
But therapy is real, and therapy can help people navigate all kinds of things. So
I'm an advocate for therapy. I've had therapy.
Yeah. I have too.
I think we all have at some point.
We all need it. As good as we might feel, it's good to know why we're feeling how we're feeling, just so that we know where it comes from and how we can find it, or how we can help other or whatever. It's good to know where things come from, good or bad.
Absolutely
makes us complete. So
yeah, and learn.
Therapy.
Yes, totally agree. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get used to it. We got to agree. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Come together in connection in so many ways. Oh my God. I love all of that.
Right. Exactly. I try.
Well, you succeed. Thank you, Edgar, for talking with us and sharing with us. And everybody, watch Edgar's episode coming up next on What's Your Problem?
So too.
Yes.
See y'all later.
See ya.